Today is Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. This is the Kubernetes CSI implementation meeting. We'll go down our release agenda, starting with 121. I think all what's left for 121 is to update the documentation. So that's on my plate to do. I think there's also apparently a problem with our docs publishing. It seems like any of the docs changes that has merged recently has not been published. So that's something I need to investigate and figure out what's going on there. I'm not sure if it's potentially related to Travis. I remember we disabled Travis on a couple of repos recently. I guess maybe if we disabled it on the docs repo, then that could explain why the updates aren't getting published. So that's something I'll take a look at. Moving on to 122. Let's go down our list of 122 features. First is providing FS group to the CSI driver.
Yeah, I'm working on that in progress right now.
Cool. Awesome, thank you. Next up is the orphan volume change.
Yeah, still waiting on final approval. So got an approval from Hemant on the storage side, and Jordan Liggett said that he'll defer to the node and storage approvals. So I think I'm just waiting on one more approval from the node side.
Okay, sounds good. Do you know who from the node side is taking a look?
I believe it was Elena. She's the one that looked before.
Okay, it'd be good to ping her, I think, because it was mostly Jordan and Hemant that reviewed this one, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I'll ping Elena.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Next up, we have the access modes.
Yeah, so I received my first round of API review or some initial questions from Tim. Answered those, waiting on a response right now. As for, so I had synced offline with Michelle yesterday, and we basically discussed that the read-write one-spot access mode will work without the scheduling changes, and so we could actually use that as the target for alpha, and getting scheduler changes in would be a stretch goal. SIG scheduling is pushing back on that a little bit. They really would like scheduler enforcement in alpha, but what they're willing to take, at least for now, is if an access mode conflict is identified during scheduling, we will mark the pod for now unschedulable and unresolvable. But for beta, they would like that to be changed to just unschedulable, and then I need to implement preemption logic in case a pod with higher priority comes in and needs to use the PDC.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good to me. If they're okay with the current change without the preemption part, that sounds good.
Okay.
Cool. Are you, for the API review, are you just waiting on Tim to take a look again?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. I think if we don't hear from him this week, we should try to ping him to help take a look early next week.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have volume populators. Is Ben around? Nope. Okay, I will sync up with Ben offline to figure out the status of this. Next up is Windows GA.
So the RC, V1 RC release is available. And I think I sent out email to the CSI group, and so we want to give, let's say, about 1 or 2 weeks for people to try it out, and then we will have the final V1 release.
Cool. And have we figured out the releasing part of things yet?
You mean the binary uploading to the?
Mhm.
Yes. So I think one of my PR is merged, then it will have the correct version as the CSI proxy directory, and then I have another PR to basically help to move from staging to release. So that PR is not yet merged. I'm like preparing that PR. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks. Yeah, we'll want to get that figured out before we actually cut the final 1.0
Mhm.
in case it requires us to like, do cut some more tags and stuff to test it out.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Next up, we have the uncertain changes. So we have uncertain for volume expansion and uncertain when detach is failed.
So yeah, I'm working on the first one. I just add a unit test about to send it out. But there are some small questions I want to sync up with Hemant.
Okay. Sounds good. And then this one is the orphan volume change. Okay. Let's see. Going on to our to-do list, I think we had a good discussion on the node shutdown stuff earlier during the CSI call. I think it sounds like we want to just set up a follow-up meeting to discuss some more. Is that right?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, I need to look into the history more, and then yeah, we can have a follow-up meeting. I think
Okay.
pin or something. I probably will pin you as well because I think you know some of this early on.
Sounds good. Thank you. And then the GID stuff we're tracking, at least the Kubernetes pieces, and then let's see. The volume expansion changes, are they here? I think we're missing that. Is Hemant on the line?
Doesn't seem like it.
We'll follow up offline. I think one more thing that popped into my head, this change, this isn't really strictly related to CSI, but we know we've had that race condition where sometimes pods, we've had various race conditions between the kubelet pod lifecycle and the volume manager lifecycle. Clayton has a very large fix out to clean up the whole pod lifecycle thing, and I think we're hoping that that PR is going to help fix a lot of these race conditions we've seen. So if folks are interested in taking a look at that PR, please take a look. It does change. It changes a lot of the volume manager logic significantly. So it'd be good to get some eyes on that. All right. Other than those items, do we have any other topics that anyone wants to discuss today?
Oh, just one thing. I think Mustafa is here. I think he is working on the volume snapshot and PVC namespace transfer. So he said has been requesting having access to this agenda doc.
Oh, The agenda doc's open to anyone who's in the CSI Workgroup mailing list. So I think if you join that mailing list, then you'll get access to it.
Okay. So more than this, I just 2 weeks ago, actually, I wrote the Yang in Slack. I have been going through the current implementation in PPC and the KEP, and there were 2 approaches I said, and I need just to guidance which approach I should keep going with.
Okay, sounds good. I think it might be worth, was it Christian who was last looking at this? It might be good to sync up with Christian on sort of the current status of this.
Yeah, I already have done handover with them. This was more than 3 weeks ago, and 3 weeks ago I joined the call and I asked it for what to do next. And yeah, this was the last update, and I need to know what to do next.
I see. Is there somewhere that kind of just summarizes the current state and sort of like what the 2 approaches are? I think basically we probably need to have a call to kind of discuss the 2 approaches and decide what we want to go with.
Okay, and what should I do to schedule the call, and who should I invite to the call?
So I think either like me or Xing can help schedule the meeting. I would say beforehand, just kind of write up just a paragraph or something with like a quick summary of the current state so that people can catch up on context.
Okay, sound great.
Yeah, I ping you offline. And yeah, if you write that up, then we can take a look up and then schedule a meeting.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Any other topics to discuss for today?
I didn't join the meeting previously, so for no shutdown, what's the conclusion? We'll continue to discuss.
Yeah, I need to schedule a follow-up meeting, but I think I was reading through the history. You actually opened the issue maybe in 2018, maybe about this shutdown, no shutdown taint, and actually there was an implementation. I think Haman talked a little bit about it, saying that it's there, but there are some problems. So I want to see if it's possible for us actually to reuse that taint for this cap. And then also like to kind of narrow down the scope of this cap. But yeah, so we can maybe we can talk about this. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, anything else? Then let's end early. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.